We are going to be making corned beef today in honor of St. Patrick's Day coming up next month. I thought I would show everybody how to do this prior to St. Patty's Day. There's two different types of corned beef cuts that you can get. One is a flat cut, and I went ahead and chose that one today. And the reason I did is because this actually slices up really nicely. The other one is a point cut, and that is more of a square shape. I don't have that one here to show you, but that one's usually used more for shredding if you want to do that way for sandwiches. I just prefer this one. Both can be tender. You just have to make sure you cook them long enough. The first thing we're going to do is get this corned beef ready. Now this has a lot of packing liquid, so I like to open it over the sink so I don't make any kind of a mess on the countertop. And the first thing you're going to see when you open it up is a packet of different herbs and mustard seeds, and that's what we're going to be using in this. And we're going to take this out, and I like to give it a quick rinse before I put it into the pot. All right, now that we got it all rinsed off, and we got our packet rinsed off as well, I just took paper towels and just blotted it dry. And then we're going to place this into the pot, and I'm going to put the fatty side down. Now that we have that in the pot, the next thing we got to do is get our ingredients together that we're going to put with this to cook the meat. I'm going to take garlic, and I want to just have whole garlic cloves. I don't want to worry about chopping this up. All I needed to do is just clean these up and throw it in there just like that. Now that we got the garlic all in there, we're going to add in an onion. I chose to put in a Spanish onion. I think that that'll add good flavor to it, but it's really just a personal choice. You can add whatever type of onion that you want to add. We're going to cut that in half and cut the halves in half. And now this whole onion is going to go right into the pot. Next up is the bay leaves, and we're going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4. And now it's time for this little packet. And my secret ingredient, a half a teaspoon of ground mustard. Now that we have everything in there, we need to fill it with water. You got to make sure that this whole corned beef is covered. And I'll show you the point that we need to stop at. All right, that's good. See how everything is floating? That's totally covered. It's time to put that on the stove. All right, now what we're going to do is go ahead and put the fire on. I'm going to put it on a medium high. Then I'm going to put the lid on. And the reason why I'm going to do that is I need to bring this up to a boil. Now while that's coming up to a boil, I want to show you what other ingredients you're going to be needing. First thing you're going to need is some potatoes. My favorite for this is the little red potatoes. The skin on them is so tender, you don't even have to worry about taking the skin off. The next thing is some carrots, and these are from the organic section. I don't even have to peel these. These are so nice looking. All I have to do is cut them to whatever size that I want. And the last thing we need to add to this is some cabbage. And this what makes it so nice about having cabbage in your freezer. You can pull it out for all kinds of recipes and you're all ready to go. All I got to do is thaw them. Now that's at a rolling boil. We want to turn it down to simmer, about medium temperature, then put the lid back on. Now that we've got that on simmer, the whole goal at this point is to try to get that corned beef nice and tender. It's going to take at least a couple hours, but we're going to check it probably about an hour and a half and see where it's at. If I see it's still boiling too much, I'm going to just turn it down a little bit more. Been an hour and a half. This has been on simmer. It's looking good. What I want to do is check the tenderness of it, see where we're at. Whoops. It's getting there. The knife goes in easy, but I'm going to go ahead and give it probably a half hour to 45 minutes more. It's been another half hour. I think we're going to be good to go on this. So what I like to do is go ahead. Oh yeah, I can see how much easier. Look at that knife just going through there like butter. This is very tender. I'm going to take this out, put it onto my cutting board. And the next thing I want to do is take a slotted spoon and go ahead and get this garlic out. Now let's go ahead and get all these vegetables into this yummy stock that we have. Next is our yummy potatoes. And last but not least is our carrots. We're going to stir all that up. And what I like to do after I get everything in there is I take a little bit of vegetable stock and I go ahead and add in a little bit in just to add that special touch. Now the lid goes back on. Now the temperature has come down on this, so I'm going to turn this back up to high, and we need to get this to come back to a boil. Once it comes back to a boil, we can turn it back down a little bit and let all those vegetables cook. Now that we're waiting for all that to come to a boil, I want to show you how I'm going to pre-slice this so then when it's done, we can put this all back in. All right, and you can see what we're doing is we're cutting against the grain, and this is going to make it nice and tender. Now don't cut it too thin because we are putting it back in. I think we should go ahead and take a quick taste and see what this tastes like. I could already tell that this was really tender just by how I was cutting it, but the flavor is excellent. Tim snuck a piece too. What'd you think of it, Tim?
It's awesome.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this cut up, and I'll show you what's going on. been an hour. We're going to go ahead and check these. I would say I want to go ahead and give it another 15-20 minutes. Okay, it's been an hour. I did turn it up a little bit. I wanted to get this all tender. And this is beautiful. Fork tender. Let's check one of the potatoes. And that is as well. Perfect. Let's put that meat back in, heat it up, and we're ready to go. Now it's been about 5-10 minutes. It's really up to you. If you have other things going on, it's not hurting one thing. All those flavors are just coming back together. So let me go ahead and make up a plate. I like to just get a mixture. Just like that, and I'm going to put a little bit of the stock over top. All right, there you go. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I like to smash my potatoes and put a little bit of butter on them. And the thing that makes it perfect is a fresh loaf of Italian bread.